Yeah, well, somebody was right. This motor did have a capacitor in it, even though it is a three-phase, smaller. The other ones I've used in the past, I don't think they did, but they might have. So I was wrong. I admit I was wrong. But look at this bearing. It was making all kinds of. I can. It won't. It won't spin at all. It's totally seized. Uh, so yeah. This other bearing I was able to repack. It was somebody had replaced it before. Ow, my finger stuck. They were different size. You'll have a number on there. So if you ever have to take an electric motor apart, that's what it looks like on the back. This slid out this way, and this one actually, like most, did come out through the back. And be careful working around the capacitor. That has enough voltage in there to kill you. I did drain it, hopefully successfully, I think. And before I started messing with anything, and you can look up videos on how to do that. Not on my channel, on somebody else's. But I'm gonna measure that, so I get the dial indicator out and or dial calipers. So you can measure the inner circumference and outer circumference, and also I think your width there. And I'll get a new one ordered. I'll get this all cleaned up and put back together, hopefully within the next day or two before I forget how it goes back together. No, I'm just kidding. It's not too bad. The hardest part was taking the end pieces off and remembering where they're going to go and worrying that was going to collapse. But that just goes like that. I'll set that like that. And so, yeah. So I have done some more experiments, but they failed. So no need putting videos up on those. I tried to use some different motors. I had this little motor from the air conditioner, and actually because that had its own. It's up here. It had its own capacitor. But it's so rusted I can't see the instructions. So actually, I might. When I'm waiting for parts, do a little testing with that capacitor. Probably not, but I can order one. Because that little motor should be enough to run. This is pretty beefy, and I did put a switch. Oh, I did put a governing switch on this. So when I get it put back together, that's how I burn it out. Was running it. Well, it's a 1983. Let me see if I can get that. 1983. Let's see if I can get 1700 RPM, 115 voltage, 3/4 horsepower, Duracraft motor. So 1983 till now, original bearing on the back. I think someone has replaced that front bearing, or maybe not, or maybe they've just greased it. On the grease in there was ancient, so I cleaned it out, repacked the bearings. Those were actually, it's not too bad. Those were, I think, a 2-pack for $4, and you get a 2-pack of those, I think, for about $10. But if so, rather than go spend another $100 and I don't know $50 on a motor, you could spend $13 and an hour or two rebuilding one. I'll try to link a good video for that in the description. Thanks for watching.